There you go. Okay. Now you there. Okay. Thanks, dude. What's up? Uh yeah, sorry about the audio. Thank you for I just kind of realized Oh my gosh. Okay. Now we're for reals. Wait, do you still have it? No, you should be able to hear it. Let me know. I just clicked it. I just saw your text. I was so like focused on what I was doing, I forgot about the audio. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to thanks. Yeah, that saved me because I double checked and I wasn't checking the stream. I get so caught up on my work that I just kind of zone in. Um, okay, but that's good that it works now. And this is gonna be cool. Yeah, yeah, no problem. Yeah, yeah. There's no biggie. Thank you for fixing that because now I can just leave it and it'll have audio and people can skip to this part where there's audio. Okay, so we're gonna reuse assets and create this dungeon from scratch. And well, not scratch. We're just gonna grab assets and do it. Let me put this back at 0, 0. And let's do this. So this will be somewhere here. I'm just trying to see how big this is. Okay, so that's not that big. So we'll scale it a little bit. Uh, okay, and then oh yeah, and I only use I don't like this is not my work. It's just a generator that builds maps that I like to use, and then we're gonna go crazy. Um, and then I do kit bash stuff. So we'll see what we have. I also have people that I pay, but I realized I can make them on my own. So for example, we'll have something like this here. And this room will probably be bigger. We'll see how it goes. Um, I gotta see on. We'll play it. We'll play test this. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna yeah. So this is all good. I think. We'll move this here. I'll put it up here. Initial spawn location. The player will spawn somewhere here. And we'll fix that when we add the building. I just kind of trying to get an idea. Okay, so now we're gonna enable this stuff, move it to the side, and see, okay, what can we put in for the, okay, so we're gonna remove this ritual because we already have it. And we're gonna figure out what could go into this room. And this room has stairs. It'll probably be more like this, a square room, like an initial room. And it'll have stairs. So I'm just checking these out, trying to see what I can use. Um, let's see. What do I have? I have this skeleton one, but I don't want like that. Want an initial. Some of these I don't like, but we might figure this out. Okay, so maybe something like this. Is that initial? No, this is initial room. It's not good. Um, maybe something like this. Start here, but the problem is this has multiple entrances, so we'll use that in the middle. Um, maybe you start like this. Let me see what. So maybe the big room is right here. So we'll repurpose this big entrance here. Let me see. And then there's this cemetery area. Let me see if we can do something like that here. Hmm. We'll see what we can do. We're definitely going to use this for a transition. And then most of the stuff is going to have this, I think. The room. Let's see if we can. So I really want to go from here. Let's see. So we have this room. Let's see. let's say we start in a room like this. We're gonna repurpose some of this stuff. See if we can. Okay, so we're gonna, because the thing with these objects is that they're not modular, or they're not separated, so it's a pain. So this is how I usually like to do it. Um, so we're gonna have initial room. Okay. Eh, Initial room. Yeah, just like this one, but this is a different one. Okay, so it's gonna be here, facing that way, and you'll see why we do this. Is that way? This is where we'll have the controls for it. So I want to make sure I put it right here. Hey, what's up? Oh, you saw an asset for like dungeons? I have a bunch. Oh, an asset that's like can separate assets. That's actually pretty cool. I usually, I'll show you how I do it. I don't know if this will be faster. Um, it's not that hard to separate, so I just move them out of the way, and then most of the stuff gets, yeah. Oh, like uh um, let me see. So this goes up. We don't need this. We're gonna remove this out of the way. Let me. Um, Move this out of the way. Maybe you could delete it, but I might use it later. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so what I'm gonna use, because I wanna, let me see. So I want to use this as a main room here, and this as the room right here, and then this room here would be some of this stuff. And then we're gonna go into this dungeon. I'm trying to see how close this is to that. Okay, I think we could do most of it like this. Okay, so maybe let's see. What is? We don't need this. Definitely. uh, Okay, so we're not gonna need this. Just gonna delete it. Um, Delete this. Probably this. Okay, and then see, you don't need any of this stuff. Oh, because what does it do? It goes, oh, there's a dungeon head. Okay, so this stuff don't need. We'll cover that in a bit, and eventually we can add it back later. No big deal. Trying to see. Okay, so um okay. If you want to post what's up the asset, I think I don't know if you can post a link, but I'll look at it. I don't know how links work on YouTube. I think I enabled links. I don't know if or if you want to put the name of the asset, I'll look it up. That'd be really cool to see. I just reuse parts of it. I know some of these pieces are to be used modular, and I can do it on my own. But I just like to first do a rough, but um, mm, we'll pretty it up as we go. But let's say this is for the most part. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I'm gonna cover this. Because I wanna remove this. Mm, mm, mhm. Oh, maybe I could use this right here. I'm trying to see. Yeah, I can use this right here to kind of cover it. Um, okay, and then use some of these to bring him closer to covering this thing. Mm. Um, People are gonna try to find ways to climb out of this. Make sure that, where's the convex? Oh, it is convex already. So yeah, this is good. The fact that it's convex, it means it will work, even though. Okay, so I'm gonna do something like that just for now. Just blocking out stuff. That's the ceiling. Put that here. Okay, there's a light here. Oh my gosh, all these point lights. I will probably delete the lights, or I'm kind of scared to delete all the lights because this is good. This is good. Leave that there. These have to go. This one, this one. Okay, so these 12 go. Okay, so I'm gonna delete all this stuff here. Delete the other. Oh, VFX. Hmm. Okay, what is this? Particles, particles. Well, I'm not bringing these over anyways. It's in a different scene, I think. Yeah. Okay. I'm just kind of making room for stuff. Okay, let's see. What are we gonna? So I'm gonna bring it all together, and then we're gonna separate it as we go. I think. Let's see. Let's see if it lets me. I'm gonna go this way. Grab everything in here. And move it out. Oh, yeah. I'm just going to delete the lights. I'll look at it later. And then have this. The reason why we have this, we're going to go in here, initial room, put it in here. Center. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to move it, and there's a bunch of particles in there. But the idea is that, see how this lines up pretty well with what I have. So this is, it's pretty close. And the idea with this map is not to necessarily like do a one-to-one. It's just get a generic idea of what I want. And I really want a bigger room at the end, so we'll work on that as we go. Let me. Okay, so we're gonna remove this, this. Oh, something in there. Well, that's my directional light. Okay. So we have this initial room, and I can select everything now like this, and we can move it, right? And I can do the pivot, and it could be right here. Because initially, we're going to make this room this. And let's say I did want to make it one-to-one. Let's start doing that. We can adjust it. So what we'll do is we'll expand this as we go. So I could even see, try to figure out how to create a bigger room in here. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do is I'm gonna create an empty game object for let's just call it extra pieces for now. It's just a placeholder where I'm gonna put the rest of the stuff in there. So what I'm gonna do is go to the bottom of this. See, where is it? Here, maybe this plane. And then we're gonna go extra pieces, done. And we're gonna start extracting stuff for the initial room. So for example, I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna grab everything in this initial room. And we're gonna get this, and we'll probably can see how we have a door there. So we're just gonna actually use that door instead of this one. So we're gonna, instead of just moving this and doing all that, we're gonna find, let me see. Okay, we're gonna move this and create our own little room. And so we'll go from what is it called? From broad to specific. As we go, just let me go up more faster. Gosh, my phone keeps ringing. So annoying. Okay, just Upwork, which is mesh extractor 2. Okay, I'll look at. Okay. Okay, so we're at the top, and wait, what happened? Oh, I think I accidentally let go of it. We said we wanted to an initial, so we can go, okay, there, initial room, there it is. Okay, and then now we can do this, and I think we have all these selected now. So this initial room, we can move it here, we could do whatever really. But the idea is that now I can come in here and select it without any worries. See, and we can go in here and do whatever we need to. The fires, I have my own fire stuff, so I'm not gonna remove these for now. Oh, let me see. Hold on. So this is the fire head. So we're gonna remove these. We could make him something else later, but okay. Flame head. Okay, so we have our room. So let's say we did want to make it exactly like that, where it'll be a little bit bigger. We could do a bunch of stuff. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to bring in that cemetery. We'll bring the walls to the outside. We can reuse most of this stuff. So like I could go in here like this and say, hey, let's push it out. Let's add these. Let's add this wall. So now I want to make sure we're bringing everything. Let's see, are we missing? No, that's fine like that. And we can still, in here, within this, we can still adjust it, right? So because I want this to line up, at least the hallway, to line up with this door. Let's see what. Okay, so we need a little bit higher. Let's do 0. Okay, that's too much. Okay, there. Okay, so now this is gonna be like player. It's gonna go, and then we'll test it to see how big it is. Yeah, thanks. Lucia, what's up? Thanks for the mesh extractor too. I'll look it up and see. We'll use it. Okay. Okay, so now we can go in here. Boom, boom. Or let me grab everything. And that's this guy. Okay, so we here all the way right here, just to kind of, I mean, we could do top down, wanted to. And then we can additional components, we'll hide those. Now we can select the rest, do global, and that doesn't help. Okay, so yeah, that's a minor thing. So now we have kind of what, and this is isometric, so that's why. Okay, so if, let's say we did decide to make it, we click here, it'll do top down. It doesn't have to be exact, but we could make sections. And all this stuff I might take out because we can do our own thing later. Maybe keep that. And I want to bring this, see how we can do this in here. Like an inside, I don't know. Looks like it's outside, but we'll see what we can do with this. Um, okay, so here, what if this was, no, we couldn't. No, because this is like an outside, so I'll just delete that. What we'll do is we'll create more of these. So what we could do is there's like this piece in here. Let me see. So we have this square, and this piece would move here, right? We also have a bunch of ceilings. The idea is that we could, let's make the ceilings first, I guess, and then that way we have our, what is it called? Dimensions. So let's do, test these out. There's some gaps. I want it to be gaps. Okay, so then we will copy these. This is where we'll go. So we'll have, let me see. Yeah, we'll have four. What are these? Okay. Okay, and then we have these right here. That can go. I think there was something here. Okay, what we'll do is we'll just copy these. These are close enough. Okay, let's just copy this as is. I think that's why they have a, okay, so I'll not do this. These are with these. Okay, so we'll start with this. Okay, do we have everything? Yeah, okay. So we're gonna duplicate. We're just, even though it's not gonna work one-to-one, but we're gonna duplicate it anyways. And then we're gonna figure out the rest. The main thing is to figure out spacing. Okay. And then what I was wrong with these was that probably like this. I moved these wrong, but we can fix them. Okay, and then if we back with this guy, okay, and then this. You put this here. They'll fit. Now the main thing is that these don't line up, right? And so we're gonna fix that by deleting some walls, deleting some geo. Like this, I think can get deleted. And so these are good because now we can make it all fit somewhat. And we can use these as floor later. I think that fits. I'm trying to see. And then we'll have the walls down, and we can add the walls back in later if we need them. But the idea is maybe this doesn't have the bookshelf and the leader. There's like a thing in here. We can remove that, remove the book piece. And then we can add stuff later. These will probably need to be moved again. Fit, cover. Yeah, there. So we can remove this bookshelf stuff. We can move this. And then okay, so then we can move this back here. Or ideally, we could figure it out. Okay. And then we just need stuff like a wall here. And so at this point, you could just create stuff to add to the remove, right? So and I think overall it's okay the way it is. It might be better. Obviously, this gap here. And do two things if we wanted to. Okay, so let's do that. We're gonna duplicate this for now and just add it as a kind of like. And one thing we could add in here is like a spike floor. So then you have to jump in order to do it, and then maybe time it so that if you don't time it right, you can fall off. This will need a wall, obviously here, so that it doesn't show on the outside. We'll look at that later. Oh, there's also one here. Kind of looks to the outside. Um, oh, maybe I could remove this, remove that. Remove. Holy cow. Just add this thing here as a wall instead of with the door. And we'll have to see because this one also has a outside window. So we'll have to do something about that. And figure that out later. But we could, spend forever like fixing these, like see like some of this stuff. I don't know how it got mixed, but from the asset, usually I'll just make it a little bit bigger. And no one will ever notice. See these? Oh my gosh. Slide it over. It's like they missed stuff. Holy cow. Yeah, and that's why these I don't like doing. I prefer doing like the whole mesh and having someone build this out. This is not mobile friendly, so what we'll do is I'll create a ceiling and then have someone model it. And yeah, this is cool. But yeah, the ceiling is missing gaps and stuff like not very professional, but okay. So we have this area. I don't even know if there's a floor in here. Um, let's see. Okay, there. Yeah, there's a floor. Here we will not have a door. We'll delete that. We'll probably add one of these walls here. Boom, done. We can always create a puzzle here that will enable the next one here. And then it goes into this corridor, which I like. This is good. And there's the mine, the water. So this is cool already. There's a chest here. Don't need that right now. Okay. These look kind of weird. Delete. Okay. A lot of grass. I want to. And then we have the. Yeah. So this leads to a dead end that might have something else later. Let me see what this. Yeah. So players will wander here. Maybe get something for going over here. It's just exploration. But we'll definitely have enemies in there. The idea is, let's see. So we have areas. There's a lot of exploration in these rooms, which makes it nice. We'll see if this is big enough. Can players be there? No. Okay. I think this will be fine if I delete. Yeah, that doesn't lead anywhere. I'm gonna make sure. Oh, this is there's no ceiling here. We'll double people will be able to go everywhere. We'll see how this goes because I think people like this. Let me see. It's just some areas that are empty and some that are not covered. Man, someone goofed up in this asset. Holy cow. Just shift it over. Um okay. I think that's okay. A little close. Out. Oh my goodness. Okay, this one definitely needs shifting to. Okay. Oh my, right here. And I could always, if there's not enough room, I would scale it a little. I think that'll be fine, but most of these are like this. Okay, let's see. Maybe this has to go up. If I put this up, then the rest has to go up. Yeah. But then again, all this, what the heck's going on? Oh, this whole thing is hmm. I prefer doing thickness because that's what happens when you have flat stuff. It's just like a mess to deal with. Oh my gosh, really? Okay, and it's just that one section in here. Okay, that's better, I think. It's so annoying. Okay, anyways. I have to test it, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so the player, we have the first room. So we have the extra pieces that will eventually lead into other things. So let's hook it up. Okay. Essentially, we have our first, but this is not big enough. Like, I want this to be bigger. What is here? So ideally, this should be bigger. See how to adjust this. Maybe grab this and bring it all the way here. Because this does lead somewhere else. So I could just go like this and create a bigger room. Yeah, could do that. See? Oh no, it's a whole piece. No, don't do this to me. How do I do this? Okay, let's see. What's the smallest piece I can take out? What if we move this here? We create something later. And make this right here. Um, we could do something like that. Yeah, like that. And then we'll keep it going there. And then we'll obviously move these guys here to guard. Let me see. Um, mm, doesn't really matter. Change him. I might not even use these guys. This room might never get made or added. I don't know. So it's not a big deal. Okay, so we have this. And what we'll probably do is use these to recreate another room, right? That's bigger. But we'll do that later. Okay, so let's see what else we need. So we have all this stuff working for us. This is the color puzzle for the first puzzle. So I can do that. So the color puzzle, like I said, we could add it in there in the wall. The way it works is that you create a puzzle. Let me see. Off. Okay, does work. Okay. Put it here. And this will, and we can hit play and you'll see it will come up. Oh, dang it. Did not work. It should create it. Oh yeah, I did. Hold on. Come on. Oh, because I'm in the game. Whoopsie. Yeah, so I created it. Yeah, so there's the puzzle. I just have to figure out where how to put it, position it. So the players can use it. Okay. So there's the first puzzle. Copy the transforms. Then we'll paste it in. Okay. The player. There was a camera. Where was that? Oh, because this camera. We're gonna remove the scene. Hopefully it did it. Oh, it might have saved the scene. I can re-import the asset. Oh, let me change. So I need to make sure that I save the material somewhere outside the asset. So this material by this. Okay, let me make sure we have art. Oh, yeah, let's do art environment. Environment and see region 0. Do that region 0. Okay. We're almost okay. And so the idea is make sure the player spawns. Let's check where else spawn. So here, and make sure we can get back. Those are the two main things that we're trying to do. Is now doesn't line up pretty well. Or let's see if it'll let me move this guy. If it'll still be fine. Yeah, because there's two, so it doesn't matter. And then I can just move it over this way a little. It's better. Okay, so we have that. Okay, so what we're gonna need to do is find a way to get back. How does the player get back? I'm trying to see. Maybe we'll have a dark corridor here. So the way back is through here. So the player will spawn here and then maybe we can get back that way. Or yeah, we'll see. The door art. We don't really need this here, but eventually what we'll do is we'll create a portal that gets you back or something. But for now, we have like this little inside room. So then this looks all black and you can get back here. Yeah, so the idea is that you come in here and teleport back. Coming from okay, so then so this is don't need that though. Initial spawn position. So we're gonna probably spawn the player on that corner. So that way if you want to go back, you just turn around. So we're gonna rotate it. And you'll see that happening in a second. So it's just this is where the player spawns. We'll have the global volume, ambient music. Okay, so now we're gonna set everything to static so that I can bake lighting. It doesn't take too long. Set up some stuff. So we have extra and initial room. Set to static. Yes. And it might take a while. Oh no. Lighting. Hopefully the lighting's not, they're not real time. Okay. Okay, and then that's the player spawns here. Now, what this is doing is creating the first spawns. So this still has some gaps. The center. Where's the? Can't see it with the orange. Is this okay? Let's go to this one. Could just make it a little wider. Oh, every time I move it, it affects the lighting. Oops, my bad. I'll stop moving stuff. What I'm gonna do next is I don't know if I'll do it, but we'll see. Okay, so we have what we need. Entrance. Now let's do the monsters. So what happens is in here, I'll spawn them on. Let me see where they're at. They're over here. The problem with this is that they're off a little. So we're gonna be fighting monsters in here. You get in and they're gonna be in here bugging you. Okay, so that's where, and then when you beat them, you'll be able to unlock this. So we have an objective, and here objective spawn, And this will determine what the hidden door is. So this is in the extra, I believe. So we're gonna see how far down we are. So we're gonna up. Oh no, dang it. This and this are 2 doors. Yeah, we'll figure. Wait, did it? Yeah. So what we're gonna do is I'll parent it, and then at some point I'll animate it opening. But for now, I'll be fine. Because right now we're not worried about polish. We're just getting stuff working. That's the thing, and then we can polish later. Because I don't want to polish and then find bugs. It's holy cow. That's why I don't like having so many things parented underneath, and I try to move it out of the way because it gets clustered. Look at all these graphs and stuff. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna delete a lot later. But for now, while everything's static and baked, we're okay for the most part. Okay. And we have the initial room. Let's call it initial gate. Okay, let's put it over. Where is it? Okay, so we're gonna put it over here. And we'll face it this way just so that you can have a true orientation. What is it? 140. The other thing that I should have done is not made it in a diagonal. There's no need to make it all diagonal because now it's going to be harder sometimes to line up things because the world orientation is weird. But that's okay too. See if I do global, it's just yeah, it lined it up. So that's a rookie mistake I made. Okay, so now we have the gates. And what's going to happen is in here, we have the objective. And actually, this time we're going to do initial gate. That's the thing that will open up. And then we also have the objective, the event, in case if it, to save it. And then when we come in, if we respawn, there should be a, yeah, see here, coming from door, possible locations. There's like a game, oh, there's area manager. So see, these are the things that are locked depending on where you're at. So this hidden door is the first one. This is the initial gate. So this will check if something was saved. Okay. The puzzle wall doesn't need to, doesn't matter. I guess it does, sir. Let me see. Okay, first puzzle. Wow, we have this one. Which one's? Oh, it's the puzzle. Okay. This would unlock the puzzle wall, but in this scenario, it would unlock this. We're gonna create a way to close this up. This gate will make a big gate or something so that you can only go farther if you unlock that. Let me see. because I have to check. Because you could go out around this way. Yeah, I could figure that out. Maybe, oh yeah, maybe I'll let you go through here. That's what we'll do, is it will unlock this door here. Again, these two doors are in the middle of nowhere. So we're gonna create some. So this initial room doesn't need. We see hidden door, wall, nothing. Okay, we can remove it. And then we have puzzle wall or door. And we'll say first. Burn. Okay, there you go. And then I'm gonna put it over here. And we can do this all day. I'm just gonna do this one specifically. And get in the VR because it's gonna take a bit to go in the VR and make sure things are working. If it doesn't work, then we'll figure that out. Okay. Okay, and then we have doors. Come on, unparent. Let's see if it'll let me. Doesn't let me scroll. There's probably a better way to do this, but okay. Almost there. I should separate these rooms so they're not all in one thing. I can take out stuff. So ideally you do a block out without these first, but I already know what I want it to look like. I already built so many of these that I just need specific things that I know what I'm looking for. Puzzle door. There it is. Now we have that separated. Yeah, we'll fix those as we go. They're like that. So annoying. Okay, so we're gonna, I think that's good. This puzzle, let's go up to that puzzle. So this puzzle will have this door to close. And then this area manager will have the puzzle wall, and then we have the where's the first room? Okay. So this area manager will have where is it? First puzzle door. And we'll figure the rest out. Color puzzle. Okay, so okay, so we'll have to look and see what saves and what doesn't. Right now, it's not a big priority. Okay, so I'm gonna go back. Let me turn on the headset first. Okay, it's turning on. That in a second. Okay, let's get ready. And I just want to get the environments ready so that we can start doing the meta stuff. Um, okay. Here we go. Please. And I'll try to push an update. This is the water. I should be able to go really fast. Okay, I should be. Okay, there it is. Let me this up. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Uh, the water. Oh, it kicked me back because I probably collided with the. Oh, it pushed me back to the room. That's the other moving. So it's probably gonna spawn, and then it's gonna. Oh, let me see. Where am I? So I'm over here for some reason. Oh, because in the other world, I'm here. Over here. Why did it switch back? No, it's disconnected. Let me check. So let's go back. There's a logic error with the way things are set up in the room. It went to the right location. So scene transition. So I was here and it put me all the way over here. So first, let me make sure player the respawner. So this spawn guy needs to go lower. If I do the mesh, see, I'm below, so I need to go low. Okay, and this respawn should respawn. Where's it gonna respawn? Oh yeah, because so I needed to. So maybe this is not the best location to start. And there's the collision right there. That's the problem. See, I forgot to move this. I was moving the art. Okay, so I'm gonna change this here to be super small because I don't want it to. I want it to only trigger when you really, really, really want to go in here. And then the art needs to go 0, 0. So that was my bad. You can scale it back and do whatever I want. The main problem was that collision was set from the get-go. So the moment I spawned, it would trigger this collision. For now. And then, so that will fix that. And then there's also the respawning. That was super high. Okay, and we don't need this. There's still a lot to do. Like we have to, I've done is wait for you to unlock this door. Technically, you could go through the whole thing, but there's nothing to do here and there's no enemies. So I'll probably just add stuff because people really like puzzles. And so I'm going to try to do puzzles and locks and we'll figure stuff out. Okay. So that's that. And then let's see. I think that's it. Okay, so we'll go back. The other. We should be good. Okay. And this will be it. After this, we'll just kind of close the stream. It's a good foundation, and then I'll just keep iterating until the map's done. And the idea is to get something to start, like a demo. And then see what we could do. Oh, I have to. Definitely have to change. The shaking. Okay, here we go. Oh, and I fell through. No. And it's not spawning me back. No. How did I fall through? Let's see. Should be. Oh, please tell me it's not on default. Dang it. Is it not on default? Yeah, it's on default. Why? And then initial spawn location. Okay, let's see. So this is, why doesn't it let me do convex? Or is it already convex? Box collider. Yeah, it's already collider. Huh. Why would it not let me? Okay. Okay. So see, it does all fine. It's just the script is not teleporting me. Player respawn. Okay. 0. It might be because when I'm in the it might be because when I'm, no, it shouldn't be side loading. So let's see. I'm just gonna do it manually. We'll debug it and figure it out. Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Portal. Okay. So we're gonna turn that portal on. The player's gonna go through it. Normal. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna disable this kinematic. Wonder, it should delete the old rig and it should bring the new one. So there's no reason for it to be all the way over there unless there's like a camera. Come on, it's off. So annoying that it's not working. Okay, should have let me go on, go through. Okay, now I'm gonna pause it because I need to know what's going on. Okay, so I get spawned over here for some reason. Okay, that is not good. The rig is here, even though it's not supposed to be there. Initial spawn location is here. And the share lobby spawners over there. And oh, it puts the person right here. Okay, sorry, my bad. Okay, so we need to put this. Okay, that's what it was. See, like, so I have some components, and because there's like respawning, and then there's moving from, but let me feel. But even if I fall, it should let me go over there. So let me. It just each door has a spawning too, so that when you come from the gate, it'll do this. If you don't come from the same area, it'll do something else. That way, when you come in through this door, it'll spawn you here. Um, this initial position is in case there's nothing, like a backup. But essentially, the first thing that happens is you're coming from a specific door, it'll take you there. And so that way, if there's multiple portals to different places, you can come back through it. Okay. That's good. Okay, let's go back. Let's try this one last time. Okay, I'm still connected. Yeah, I'm really not too happy with side quest loading, like, because I can't save anything, and I don't want to do the email stuff. Okay, yeah. Got this. Oh, wow. What about this? Oh no, I don't do any damage. These guys are water. Not the best place. Man, it should have been. Not, not receiving the man. Holy cow. Oh, I died. Yeah, at least not. Okay, so now the door opens. This is working. Now I can explore the whole thing. I don't need these particles. I'll probably remove. Yeah, this is looking good. I think the size is good. Oh, I like the fog effect. We're all good. I think it's good. Oh, sorry, I kind of got you guys off. Stop can only be called an active agent that has been placed on a nav mesh. Oh yeah, because I probably did something. Oh yeah. So I probably did. Oh, because I tried to spawn some other people. So I need to do the nav mesh and other things. But overall, this thing is good. Sorry, I didn't. That was my bad. I didn't show everything. um, with the setup. But the room, the sizes works. Yeah, I just need to do a lot of fixes. There's billions of things to do, but we just need a generic thing. We need to speed it up. Yep. We'll see you guys on videos or in the next live stream next week. I should have a more finished area.